Hello, it's me, Pandy from Pandyman Entertainment, and today it's quite cool because we've got the interaction phase. Now, this happens immediately after the event phase, and generally there'll be things like complacency checks or even the wonderful world of over the top checks. So, with over the top checks, we'll do that one first, as it's nice and simple. If a miniature is outside of the trench, or if, for example, you're playing maybe the Verdun narrative campaign, if they're not in a building or in a trench, at that point they're considered out of the trench and they can be sniped. So that's something that you need to sort of consider because that will give you disadvantage. So you'll have a look at that and you'll work out there. If you've got complacency, for example, so this is something very much from the same series as Trench Offensive and Threat Level. They both have this rule. Complacency checks are basically where you work out if your miniature is maybe thinking about writing his letter home to his loved ones. Very sweet indeed. However, maybe not the greatest time to start thinking about that when you maybe have, the enemy approaching at some speed. So it's very much a case of, will some of them be, with disadvantage the first round? Because that's what basically complacency gives you for those particular miniatures. And it's quite easy. You could easily sort of have a little, token, maybe an A and a D on one, A one side, D the other, just to keep an action of those, admin. What I would do then is, maybe next turn they'll lose that sort of figure and you'll only really do it on the first game cycle. And it will probably only really be the defending side, but it depends on the battle itself. So, or the raid. So yeah, so that's about it for that. In the meantime, if you have any questions or problems, put them in the comments. Otherwise, in the meantime, keep playing.